Hey everybody, you're listening to my podcast Suchitra's Life with me, Suchitra. And in today's episode, we have with us Vaibhav, who is a chef with over 6 years of experience and is currently working as a food consultant. So I managed to pick his brain a lot. So let's dive into the conversation. Hi, Vaibhav. Welcome to my podcast. How are you doing today?
Hi, Suchitra. It's been an privilege to be in your podcast. I really like that. So today basically was my week off. I pretty much did nothing else other than cleaning the house and did some other household chores.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was binge watching some Netflix series on currently.
Okay.
How was your day?
Yeah, my day is it's good. Like so far, so good. So I just have like a weird thought. Like, do chefs eat exotic food every day?
So this is a great question. So basically, what happens is when we cook anything for a customer. All right. Basically, we prepare from scratch all the cutting, chopping, okay, marination, pre-cooking of the food, keeping it on the shelf, heating it up and plating and everything. We do it for the customer. In that span of time, it takes around like 4 to 5 hours to do that. In that span of time, we lost our appetite.
Oh God.
Okay, and daily cooking the same exotic food also gives us a disinterest towards that food for our own consumption, not for the customer,
Mm-hmm.
but for our own consumption. So what we do is in restaurants and hotels, we prepare our own meal.
Oh,
Okay, so for example, we prepare our own meal. If I'm cooking a burger for someone, I will prepare dal chawal or homely kind of a meal,
okay.
rice roti, sabzi roti. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this kind of stuff I'll prepare, parathas and all.
Oh,
But I won't eat that exotic food much. Sometimes if I feel like having it, I'll just have it just a bite or two, just for a tasting purpose, so that the customer gets the correct food with the correct taste and all.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Vaibhav, how long you've been in this industry? I mean, give us a little brief about where are you from? How did you even get into this?
So basically, I belong to Uttar Pradesh. I belong to the city Bareilly, and I've been in this industry for 6 years till now. And I came here in Hyderabad for my culinary degree. I studied my culinary art from Culinary Academy of India.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot of cuisines there, from regional Indian cuisine to Western cuisines to Pan Asian and Oriental cuisine as well. From cold kitchen to hot kitchen, pastry, bakery, everything we have been taught.
Okay.
Okay. And after that, I started working for a property in a restaurant for a year, and then when a company hired me for a consultant, basically.
Okay.
So I started food consultant, more of a restaurant consultant, where how if a person wants to open up a restaurant, but he has no idea how to open up a restaurant, and he has a lot of money, 75 lakhs, 80 lakhs, 60 lakhs, and he wants to open up a restaurant, but he has no idea where to start. So we are there to help him out how to design the kitchen, what kind of concept has to be that open up, what is the current market trend, what all can be added in the menu, how you can we will provide him the staff, we'll train the staff. All right, we'll be there for his soft launch, food tasting, food trials, and then we'll be there for his grand launch when the restaurant will be open for the customers. Then after that, we'll be handing over the operations
Okay.
completely in a systematic way
Mm-hmm.
for the time being.
Okay. So you started off as a chef. You worked at a couple of hotels, I believe, and then you moved into
Yeah.
role of a food consultant.
Yes.
So, how, I mean, this is all like an amazing career graph, but how did you know that you are going to be a chef, or you're like drawn towards cooking? How did this happen? Like, were you like while growing up, you were in the kitchen trying to do something by yourself?
Yeah, so we had an interest. This is an interesting story. During when I was a child, my grandpa and my dad used to cook a lot
Oh, wow.
in the kitchen. During the weekends, during their holidays and all, we used to cook some chicken curry, okay, home style chicken curry. And the way of process of making that curry was very long. My dad and we used to cook mutton also,
Mm-hmm.
fish, and a lot of other stuff. We used to have some guests over and we cook for them. We used to have barbecue nights also. And from that, the process of cooking and all, how the food was being marinated, what all spices used to go there, how it was cooked and all, the fire and the way of the taste and all inspired me a lot to know about it more. And then I started watching a lot of series like Gordon Ramsay shows was there on Fox Traveler, and 3FC. There were a lot of traveling shows, cooking shows, and all. Man versus Food was there. So I got used to inspire. Got used to inspired from those things and all, how they prepare that product, how they used to prepare that dish specifically, how they used to present that dish, how much the customer loves the food and how they thank them and all. So it pretty much inspired me to become a chef. I started making from what do you say uh, from a popcorn. I prepared a popcorn in a cooker. That time I burnt my hand
Oh.
also. All right, and that was the first thing which I have prepared. I was around like 10 years old, not much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I started preparing Maggi, rice. Then I started to prepare, home style, home घर पे बनाई हुई सब्जी and all. Then I started preparing different stuff from watching different shows on TV, because at that time we didn't used to have internet and YouTube.
Yeah.
And YouTube and all these reels and these things came recently after I started joining my culinary art.
Mm-hmm.
After COVID only they started. So before that we used to have cookbooks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So my dad had a lot of cookbooks from many authors like Tarla Dalal, Sanjeev Kapoor. Okay, a lot of cookbooks were there. And we had some really old cookbooks as well. I used to try those recipes at home.
Nice.
And the ingredients which used to go there and how the food was cooked. Like sometimes you can cook a good, what do you say? You can cook some food inside the earth, dug up a hole,
Mm-hmm.
put some burning coals, put your food on top, cover it with mud, and then put some coals on top, and it gives a really nice flavor to that food. We used to do this for the chicken.
Okay.
Then we used to slow roast some vegetables and all. On a what do you say? During winter times, it was really cold. All right. So what we used to do is we used to marinate some tomatoes, some bell pepper stuff with some dal ka stuffing and all, dal and paneer ka stuffing, and then we used to roast it on that sigri. Sigri is what we used to keep our hands and warm when there was no heater and all.
Oh.
It's made with coal and all. It's like a small barbecue oven, but it's just used for hand. It's used for heating up your body and all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So on that we used to cook some food as well. So that pretty much inspired me, and then I started. I joined Culinary Academy of India in 2018.
Okay.
Okay, and then before that I used to work 1 year as an intern, and after that I had my degree finished, and then I started working as a chef and all, and then I just joined as a food consultant.
Okay. So, I'm intrigued about your course. Like, do they teach you all the cuisines of the world, or it's just you can pick what you want to learn, or
No,
how it
so
happens?
how what it happens is, first on the first year we used to learn the basics. how to cut vegetables, how to chop vegetables, how to every vegetable has a different cut and different shape and different size
Yeah.
accordingly.
Mm.
What it's used for. Then we used to prepare gravies and all. For example, paneer butter masala. If you have you eaten paneer butter masala?
Yes, yes.
Of course, you must have eaten. So it is made prepared with tomato makhani gravy.
Okay.
Okay, it's with blend of some Kashmiri red chilies, cashew nuts, poppy seeds, and all.
Mm.
All right, with some cream. Then we have some ghar ka chop masala. Then we have some green gravy made with spinach.
Yeah.
Then we have some yellow gravy made with peanuts and sesame seeds. Then we have some white gravy made with cashew nuts
Mm.
and white onions.
Yep.
So a different gravy, so different five basic gravies are in Indian cuisine, which we learned. After that, and from that, this is all about basic. Then we used to prepare for bakery pastry. We used to prepare bread rolls, bread,
Mm-hmm.
and basic custards, puddings, and all. That was how we started from our basic. Then we went for advanced.
Mm-hmm.
Second, and then we learned about this vast cuisine around the world, Western cuisine and all. So we learned everything, a lot of things which we learned, but we always started with some basics first.
Got it. So, what's your signature dish? Like, you're known for that.
So basically, I don't have a specific signature dish. My signature dish is basically handmade pastas and all,
Mm-hmm.
which I am confident about that I can make really good.
Okay.
And yeah, my main forte is in Pan Asian cuisine and continental cuisine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dish? Like, you know, that you love eating and you love cooking, both.
Uh, what my favorite dish is, which I love eating and cooking, is in India, Indian cuisine, and which is called uh, Mamsam ghee roast, which I recently have eaten in Hyderabad when I came in Hyderabad.
Oh, okay.
So ghee roast Mamsam was amazing. I just love the taste and all how it was prepared. I used to prepare that a lot,
Okay.
but and it's a really good dish which I would love eating with some latha parathas anytime.
Mm-hmm. And the dish you don't really enjoy cooking or eating, like what would that be? I'm just curious.
The dish which I won't enjoy cooking and eating would be, what do you say, any sort of a dessert. I don't like desserts and all.
Okay. You
So I
don't
don't
like
like,
sweets and all.
I honestly don't prefer like bread puddings like shahi tukda,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and these kind of puddings and all I don't prefer. In general, I don't like desserts. I
Okay.
would have it like as a bite or so to just to after I have eaten my food, just to have a sweeter taste on my mouth. But I won't eat it because I want to have it.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right. So, Vaibhav, now, like you are a food consultant. So you are an independent food consultant, like you are not tied up with anybody, or it's just your.
No, 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 no. I work for a company right now,
Okay.
uh, and basically the co-founder. We started with two people, and now we have 11 people. Basically, me and one my senior chef. We started, and then now we have 11 people in the company.
All right. All right. That's great. So, for example, if somebody has, you know, um, done their culinary arts course, or even for someone who's wanting to get into, culinary arts, what advice would you give, like, a sort of a roadmap kind of a thing? How do you think they should? I mean, it's not.
The only advice I'll give them is don't give up. Even if you think that this industry is very hard, even if you think that industry has a lot of working hours, unpredictability in life, and a lot of things which may not be in your favor, but I would suggest don't ever give up because that kind of toughness in this industry is what in future makes us reputable
Mm-hmm.
okay, among in this industry, and also give us the experience
Okay.
to work in this industry, because hotel industry is quite tough,
Mm-hmm.
and for the chef it's way too tough for them. We used to work for like 15 to 18 hours per day,
Mm-hmm.
and the salary structure is very low, like 15,000 and per starting salary and all.
Mm-hmm.
And people used to work for 18 to 18 hours. So, and that too, like, and that timing is no weekends, no festival off, those kind of things.
Okay. All right. So, what are some resources that have helped you along the way? Like back then, it was probably cookbooks and all, and now we have YouTube and stuff. So, do you follow any particular people to enhance your knowledge and, people
I follow a lot of chefs on Instagram,
who...
like basically people who have achieved some Michelin stars, or people who have achieved something new, or people like, I don't like reels in which people cook some Fanta Maggie, or what do you say, chocolate Maggie, chocolate pasta, those kind of. I hate food bloggers, honestly speaking.
Okay.
Food bloggers who even promote these kind of stuff, I hate them.
Okay.
If they're promoting stuff like a good person, a struggling person is selling food for his survival,
Mm-hmm.
or a person who is selling good food, those kind of fine. Sometimes I don't even know why there are food bloggers also.
Okay.
Right. Then after that, uh, I follow a lot of people who have achieved some good Michelin stars in their restaurant, and the way of presentation of their food, how they're innovating different cuisines and all. I love that, and history of the food, obviously, yeah, which I love to read.
Oh, okay. So, as a trained chef, do you also like have to be very stringent when it comes to the hygiene standards or,
Yes,
sort of?
we have to be very stringent when it comes to hygiene standards, because if you have an organized kitchen, if you have an organized mise en place is basically your pre-preparations for the food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you have that organized, then you will have a organized mind, and you can prepare your food easily with a consistent taste and texture and quality.
Okay. Okay.
And hygiene plays a huge role in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like during COVID, people have stopped, I mean, restaurants and everything was just shut down, right? So,
Yeah, that was due to only hygiene reasons only.
exactly.
A lot of people cannot maintain hygiene
Exactly.
in their properties. So a lot of people have to shut down. Usually 30,000 restaurants have been opened every month,
Oh, wow.
and 15,000 closes every month.
Oh. During COVID, we all know what had happened. So post-COVID, how's the scene? Like,
So post-COVID, the scene is a lot of people have started with the cloud kitchens, their own home bakeries and home foods and all,
exactly.
right? And they have been into B2B business where they are manufacturing goods and fast selling, moving goods and selling it over through social media marketing and all. So due to which a lot of chefs there's a huge shortage of chefs in the current restaurants and hotel industry, and the hotel industry value is also degraded because restaurants are paying more to a chef rather than hotels, and a lot of people have known that the hotel industry is much tougher than the restaurant industry, so restaurant is much easier for them.
How it's different? Like for our listeners, if you'd explain it.
So in hotel industry you have some PF, CF, and these things cut. Okay, for example, if my salary is 15,000, I'll get only 13,000,
Yeah,
because after cutting PF and all.
exactly.
And but in restaurant we get everything by hand in cash.
Ah, okay.
So it's like more easier to work in a restaurant and getting full paid, because a lot of chefs who work in this industry and are from this industry are not very much educated. They don't know how to convert their PF into pension funds into, or how to withdraw the pension funds and all.
Mm-hmm.
So they choose over restaurants rather than hotels.
Oh, okay.
And plus, in restaurants, a lot of people can get the demanded salary if they want to. They can have a bargain in their salary.
Okay.
But in hotel, it's a strict rule for a specific salary structure for a specific restaurant.
Okay. Got it. So also, Vaibhav, like, what's the myth about your profession? Is there any myth that you keep hearing from people that you just want to clarify about?
The myth is hotel industry is not at all same as home cooking and all. What you see in the kitchen, people cooking and all, it's not at all same.
Okay.
Hotel industry is way too tough. You have to be disciplined, you have to be organized, you have to be strict, you have to be punctual,
Okay.
and you have to have consistent taste and throughout in your food.
Oh, okay.
It's not at all like home cooking and all. Just because you like cooking as a passion, it doesn't mean you can survive in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very, it's a very tough one. All right. So, Vaibhav, like for others like me and other people, for us, cooking is like a mere interest. For
Hmm.
me, it's not even an interest. Like I approach it with some sort of like indifference because maybe I'm so demotivated or I don't know what. But yeah. So apart from cooking, what else
Hmm.
do you do? Like
I used to draw.
to wind down?
I used I used to draw. I used to paint in during my free time,
Oh,
and I like to watch anime and binge
hmm,
a lot. So whenever I get time, I'll watch some anime or something like that.
okay. What's the
I
reason?
used to paint and sketch before, but I'm not getting time these days, so I don't like to keep my sketches and paintings halfway. So
Yes,
I stopped painting and all.
I've seen your sketches. They're amazing. I think you should think about putting up an art gallery also.
Oh, that's just nothing. It's just basic.
All right. So, what anime are you watching?
Currently, I'm watching Demon Slayer,
Okay.
and a lot of I'm just watching Demon Slayer because I only get time to watch that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So as
So
a food consultant, how are your timings and all? Like, how's your day scheduled?
my timings are very much related to the client. It's not, I don't have my specific own timings. I have to be available as per the client's timings available. A client is someone who is working his regular job, 9 to 6 hours, and then after that he will be free for his secondary restaurant and all.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll be working from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. Sometimes it can be around 7:30 to 3 o'clock in the
Okay.
morning. 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it can be night shift also.
Oh, okay.
Completely depends. But usually it's around 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock.
Yeah, got it. And Vaibhav, do you also conduct any sort of workshops like to teach people?
No, I don't. I haven't conducted any workshop, but I have that thought in my mind for quite a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually looking for resources and things who can help me out to conduct some workshops and all.
Oh, okay. And if anybody, any of my listeners, if they want to reach out to you, like where can they reach?
They can contact me on Instagram at my Instagram ID is the Mandarin Chef.
Yes, I'll tag that in the description as well.
Yeah, they can connect me there. I'll be available on that page. Uh,
Okay. Any final parting thoughts, Vaibhav, for my listeners that you want to share?
I would suggest that work hard, work passionately on your in your job, and think of new ways how you can achieve some sustainable lifestyle in your sustainability in your lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are aspiring chef like me, I would suggest go full or go fast. No, I don't think that go fast will be good. I think if you're starting slow, start slow, but end it with a bang.
Okay. Okay. That's a great advice, I would say. We can't
Yeah.
go fast in culinary arts, basically.
Yeah, exactly. We can't go fast in culinary art.
Okay. All right. Thank you for this. Thank you for giving your
Thank
precious.
you so much for this, Suchitra.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Have a nice day.
You too.